Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Planet Kiss 96. This is my 4th collection drop now, which is crazy to think I've already been doing this for a month. It's crazy to think how many people are actually watching this stuff so quickly, so once again, thank you guys for watching this stuff. I try to reply to all the comments. Truthfully, it's just fun seeing people react so positively, and it's fun talking to people about nerdy Kiss shit. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and checking out my humble collection. And I do have a few more things that are actually on the way in the mail right now. Maybe my girlfriend shouldn't know about that. But point being, yes, so the collection is growing, but today I just thought it'd be fun to do kind of another funny one and just get a little more creative. So with that being said, we're going to focus on all my broken Kiss toys. So yeah, I am a child of the 90s. So I was a kid when all these like late 90s, early 2000s Kiss toys were coming out. So me being the rambunctious child that I was, you know, they've been through some shit. And I will say one of my kind of broken things does date back to a few years ago when my Paul Stanley doll got caught in the fire, as I've said multiple times here before. And he's also missing a guitar. But other than that, all this stuff has just been through whatever kids normally put toys through. And for me, that's anywhere from, you know, hanging off limbs to cut hair. So sit down, strap in, and let's talk about some broken toys. So first is my Paul Stanley doll here. As you can see, this is how it looks intact, but my guy's been through some stuff here. This is something that I did cut the hair off at one point. I don't know why. Maybe my sister did it even, I don't know. But this is something that I keep because, like, this just literally reminds me, this is just what I think of when I think of childhood. This is one I've had for as long as I can remember, literally. So yeah, he's got a little bit of a elder look, kind of like my other one does with the shorter hair, but he's still hanging on, dude. This thing is genuinely 20 plus years old, and I'm gonna keep it forever. All right, next up, let's do a quick one here. This is a Kiss watch with all the solo album faces on it. I really wish this wasn't broken, or I would use this as my regular watch. Yeah, this thing's slick, dude. I don't know. This is like something that, you know, once again, my dad handed down to me at some point, but very cool. You know, I love anything, again, with the solo album faces on it, so I'm a sucker for that stuff. But yeah, this thing's sick. The glass is broken off. That's kind of its main defect, but still looks so cool. I just, you know, again, I love the solo album faces. I love the solo albums. So moving on. All right, this is it looks like it's a Paul Stanley car. I don't know if it's like a Johnny Lightning thing or if it's like another brand or if it's just Hot Wheels, but this, I don't know where it came from. It's missing its 2 little front tires there. This is one I need to do some research on too, because I haven't really seen this one online since I've been, you know, recently shopping. But yeah, this is cool. I mean, it's purple, so it's definitely Paul Stanley coded, that's for sure. And yeah, it just says Paul Stanley on the sides of it, but it doesn't have his face anywhere. Hot Rockin' something. Maybe that's... I'm gonna look it up after I film this video, and I'll put the real thing right here. So that is another broken toy of mine. All right, next up, this is a fun one, and this is one I actually saw wrapped, sealed at the Kiss convention last weekend. But this is my version of it, and this is why I didn't buy that one. That's because I got my own. Gene's just got a big gaping hole in his face. It's either broken off or it's like stuck in here somehow. Man, I actually have no idea now that I'm looking at it. It could just be stuck, but yeah, this is like a Kiss candy dispenser thing. Yeah, I remember this is another thing. Once again, I just have had this since I was a kid. Don't want to get rid of it because it's mine. I got it at the time, you know, I didn't buy it just recently. That's kind of why I like keeping all this stuff too, is because it's kind of authentic to me, just because it's my thing. And even if it's a little broken or a little scuffed up, I don't care because I got it at the time and that's why I love it. It's genuine, you know? So yeah, I think I remember, like, as a kid, I definitely did fill this thing with candy, like M&Ms at least, or Skittles or whatever. That's probably, something like that is probably what either got his tongue lodged in there or broken off, whatever it is. But yeah, this thing's cool. I might actually keep this on display in here just because I like how it says Kiss at the bottom too. And it's just, you know, 4 stacked faces, the guitar neck. It's a very slick looking little toy. Show it one more time there. Next up is the 3 Amigos that don't have their 4th partner yet. These guys are also a little bit bruised and banged up as well. And these are the Kiss stuffed guys. Yeah, dude, these guys are all... As you can see, none of them have their instruments, so that's, you know, major defect. And Peter's got a little bit of an ankle cast there. Ace is in pretty good shape. He just doesn't have his instrument, but he's got kind of his, like, you know, sack area taped up a little bit. Not sure why that is. Maybe he was leaking. Maybe he was having some bathroom issues of some kind. Yeah, then we got Gene here. He's got, like, a thigh cast. He's got a gnarly thigh cast. That leg's about to just fall right off. He's also without instrument, unfortunately. I also forgot to mention Peter's whole ass foot is just like hanging off, so that's another thing. It's literally hanging on by a thread. I'm kind of afraid to pull it like that. I lost Paul somewhere too. I did have Paul at one point, but I don't know where he went. And that is one thing I do have on my Kiss Museum and Kiss Army Warehouse wish lists, but yeah, I just need Paul. That's kind of a thing, dude, is like, I'm going to get Paul brand new, right, when he comes. So I don't know if I want to, I feel like I'm going to want to take him out of the box because these 3 are already out of the box. But it's just going to suck that he's going to be in, like, perfect condition, and these guys all kind of suck. So I remember my dad got these for me/us on eBay, literally when I was probably, yeah, 5 or 6 or 7 years old, something like that. Me and my dad definitely went through a phase when I was around that age where we were just bidding on Kiss stuff on eBay all the time. I feel like part of that is kind of the reason why I'm getting back into this now at this age. Yeah, so this is just kind of one of those special memories I remember. I remember us just like, you know, bidding on it and being like, oh, we won. Because you know how that thing goes if you're shopping on eBay. Yeah, these guys in particular, I just remember winning them and like getting them in the mail and being excited. Very special memories there. Looking around here, I feel like I have one more thing. And I suppose last but not least, I do have my Paul that I've shown off in videos before and probably won't be the last time either. This guy was all good forever, but then he survived a house fire when my apartment caught on fire a few years ago. I had to put him through the wash and dried him, and when I did that, his hair kind of shrunk up like that, so I call him Elder Paul now. Even though he's wearing like a 70s outfit, we'll still call him Elder Paul. And yeah, Elder Paul rules, dude. Elder Paul had some good songs, so I don't care. But yeah, he's also just without instrument. I believe this comes with an instrument, it's supposed to, and he does not have his. I don't know where all my instruments on my stuffed guys went. It's kind of annoying and weird. Like, I don't know if I cut them off at one point or if they fell off, but yeah, I think that's actually about it. I thought I had more stuff, but I guess I also have been rolling this now for like 20 minutes. So yeah, that's about it for today's video then. Fourth collection drop in the bag. At this point, I'm kind of like running a little bit low on like collection drop ideas. I have other video ideas that I do want to make, just other entertaining stuff. As far as collection drops go, I know like my view here is kind of limited, but if there's anything you guys want to see that you think I might have in here or that you've seen in other videos that you want me to talk more about, definitely leave a comment below. I would love to hear what you guys think. I would love to hear what you guys want to see. Other than that, yeah, thank you guys again for watching and supporting. I love you guys. Us Kiss fans run few and far between in our everyday lives, but it's good to know that we can come here and shout it out loud and not give a fuck about what anybody else thinks. So thank you guys for watching, tuning in again. Let me know what you guys want to see down there, and I will see you guys next week. For Ace Frehley, Eric Carr, and Mark St. John, I'm Planet Kiss signing off.